Well, hey everyone, this is Stacy and Bart from the Sound Couple, and we are off to another beautiful gig on a Friday afternoon. We are taking a road trip. Bart, what can you tell us about the gig?
We're back, I think, for the third time now in total, and it's like she said, it's a beautiful day. So we have yet to have the need to break out our undercover rain covers, and we'll link to that video. Not that we're super excited to ever use them, but you know how that goes. We also, last year in the video, for those of you that haven't watched it, we recommend you do, by the way. But if you haven't watched it, we learned a valuable lesson, and that is these trailers will be on a flatbed trailer for a stage, and these trailers can move. They can sink a little bit. And we got super lucky that one of our subs, the trailer came down onto the sub, and they had to get a forklift in there to lift up the flatbed to get our sub out. And the sub just had a little scratch on it. We were super lucky. We were talking earlier, and it seems like it's kind of late in the year for us to break out our full show. We're excited to do that. A full show for us really means some additional subs and more lighting for Stacy to run, which she always enjoys doing. But we are doing that out of our van. We pride ourselves on how much we can fit into this van, and some people have commented, it's like, you guys need a trailer. Well, we do have a trailer, and you will see that throughout the summer. We just kind of pick and choose the gigs that we use it on. For today, we were able to get everything we needed for this show tonight in the trailer. It's going to be a long day, but a fun day, a beautiful day, and the system has been working really well lately, so we're not anticipating any problems, and we're really looking forward to tonight. I hope you guys stick around and stay tuned to see what we're up to. All right, see you at the gig, everyone. It's like a repeat of last year. Yay! 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 We're here. Woo-hoo. Oh, they got a ladder for us this year to get up on the stage.
That's right, because we, I think, used the totem trolleys last year for it.
Seems like it's closer this time.
Nice.
No, it's the same spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do want them back in, though.
Yes, I do, don't I?
Yep.
Everyone, we are here. We just did a little quick inspection. Pretty much the same as last year. We're just going to keep the subs away from this side and keep them more in the center. It's higher, and we won't have any of that same issue that we did last year. Let's show you a full truck. Be careful opening up that door, Stace. Yeah, I know. And we picked up a new cooler. We're trying to be a little bit more environmentally friendly, so we're going to try to limit our use of plastic. We bought the cooler. We're going to try that out. Careful opening up that door. This is kind of the last minute things we stuff in here, so it gets things settle a little bit. But there's that. Let's go to the back or get that loose stuff out.
Yep. And the most requested info.
Yeah, the good old table.
Yep. Okay.
You good there?
Yep.
And we'll head to, this is where we put our Easy Up and our mixer right off on this corner. The power runs from over there. And here's the back.
And it's very well stuffed.
Dialed in? Pardon me?
You guys all dialed in?
Yeah. Well, we're not set up yet, but we're
This is everything.
yeah. Right. It is 3:58, almost 4 o'clock. We got the van unloaded. We don't start until 8, so we have 4 hours. And we gave ourselves a little bit more time because it is a little bit warm. It's technically not warm, but it is not a cloud in the sky, that sun. And honestly, it hasn't really gotten warm around here until just a few weeks ago. So we're gonna work on getting everything up on the stage that needs to go up and get the power ran. Stacy will then start working on lights, and I think the plan is to give a tutorial, a small, brief tutorial on lighting.
Yeah.
If
It's been requested, so ask and you shall receive.
well,
Sometimes.
we try. Yeah, we were just talking. The primary objective is always to make sure we do the gig, but we love to try to show you guys little bits and pieces when we can. Power ran. Even though we've used this distro before, or this hookup before, we still want to check and make sure that we have power and that it's good. The voltage is good, and for some reason we don't have any on that leg. Tested the GFI here, and that has power. That's why it's always good to check. So yeah, we got power. So this is I got every circuit labeled. This is 2, this is 3, so that tells me they're on different legs. So I'm wondering if there is a leg that is not working on their end, but we always try to verify our side first before we assume it's the venue. But interesting. Let's try a different outlet here. This has never happened before. We got one more place we can check. No, I don't have any power. So let's try another odd one. So this is 6. So we should have power here. And we do. That's good. And this is 5. I'm guessing we do have power there, so that's good. So it's just, the simplest things. There we go. Must have gotten bumped. So now if we come back up here, everything looks good. Check one more just to make sure. Another leg. I was just testing before to see if it had power, which it still does. And all of this looks good as well. Here I am again, underneath the trailer. I'm gonna have to get some knee pads someday. This one's a little bit lower, and a year older, but and this is a mess, but that's too bad because I'm not crawling underneath this thing. But I'm getting it over to the other side for the mains. All right, so I'm gonna be putting a stage box down here to run to the subs, and then also using that to run a line up to the center fill. But I just prefer to run extension cords out of the way if possible. It's a little bit more work right now, but it just, I don't know, banging my head and everything else here. But honestly, what I don't like, oh shit, what I hate more than anything is extension cords that get beer spillage on them, and then they're sticky. So I think I can run this kind of more or less out, so I'm gonna kill the camera. Okay, I think we got the mains and the subs ran. So our front of house mixer is way down there. We got the Cat 5 here running into the NSB stage box, and we're using 3 outputs. So output 6 here is going to be for the center fill, and then 7 and 8 are the left and right main outputs. One of these is running into the sub here for the center sub fill. And then I have this one right here is running down to stage right mains. So that it's kind of handy to have these NSBs. You can use them for obviously stage inputs. We don't need them for this. Actually, we're going to use those for this band tonight, and I will show you how we use them for them. But typically, we use these more as, you know, stage inputs around the stage. But when we don't need that, they're convenient to use for this purpose as well.
I have everything pretty much set up and in place. I just need to go through the wiring aspect of it. And then here's my front light here. One of my tricks with everything stored in one bag for the main power and DMX cables that I use for lights, I just go ahead and set out what I need. So if you notice, these two are for my front lights. These are for my 3 back lights. That one does not need any extras because it does not have a storm chaser attached to it. So now I can just go ahead and put them all right by each other and then go ahead and set it up. Kind of another little efficiency tip from Stacy. This one's gonna be an easy connection. I start with my female end to my DMX end. And this one I'm actually just hooking up a really short DMX cable because it's my cheating way of putting on my dongle, so when I raise it I don't have to be able to grab it up top. And then I'm just going to add on my power piece to here, wrap it around, and I'm finished with my first light. When running the lights, you just gotta figure out a system that works. It's not very scientific, but just I do start with the power or I start with the DMX cords. With this setup with the 2 storm chaser and the Chave 4-bar flex, I do start with my power first. I don't know why I start with the short. I go from the inside one here, wrap it around, go to the exterior one because it sticks out the most. Don't know if that really matters or anything. And then I go from this guy here to this one, and running it around. If I have the flexibility to do this, it's perfect. And so I am daisy chaining the power is what I'm doing, because I'm going to actually go from this one to the center to the stage left, or somewhere in the center, figure out where my power is. Since I got my power run and ready to be hooked up or run to the next one, I'm going to go ahead and run my DMX cables. And this time I always start from the top on down for the simple reason that our wireless DMX dongle is easiest to plug into the shorter fixture. So just kind of like what I explained in the front light, that you don't have to raise and lower when you're plugging it in. And they do have a time life, I guess, of about 6 to 8 hours. And so like when we're hooking it up now, we don't want to start it now if we end at midnight. So we just kind of hold off on that. Again, start with your female end. I go to, again, that inside one, because I want to end up with a female being able to, the female dongle, the wireless, to hook there. Alright. This one, and that way too, then the chain makes sense. Again, just kind of, once you figure out something, just stick with it and do it all the time. Another thing to note that I always do when I put these up is I make sure everything's tightened before I start, so that when we do the final pointing of the lights, we can just flip and not have to worry about anything. Moving on to this bad boy. Want to point out that we have just made a strap that Velcros. It is probably pretty sturdy. We've never had any issues with it wanting to fall over or anything, but you just never know. You kind of want that extra insurance. So for these two pieces, the up, what we call our uplight, and then the stiletto glow, I have these two power cables, and one has the XLR built into it, which is really nice. So easy enough. Start with the power. Learned that from hooking up the speakers a few videos ago. Alright, power one is blue, so I can go ahead and just twist and connect that in. And then that leaves the white one left. I actually have it labeled as small light, which kind of helps as well. So I just take that one, and then this, the male end, will fit into here. Get it a good click. Trap this up. Whee! So back here, it's right out here, and again, going to DMX in. There's that. And there's that one, twist and lock. And we're all set to go on our stiletto glows and the totem poles.
Okay, we're checking in. It is 5:26, and we are making really good progress. I don't anticipate any time issues. Stacy's got, we're still working on the lights. I got the system almost all wired up to PA. One thing I wanted to talk about is we were commenting earlier, right now it's 84 degrees, and you may be asking yourself or wondering, gee, sound couple, you got all this gear out here in the broad daylight, sun beating down on it. Don't you worry about it? How come you're not covering it up and all of that? And the short answer is no, we do not worry about the sun beating down on our equipment. Do I love it? Do I like it? No, but it's part of doing business, and we're doing these gigs and these outdoor like this. Just kind of goes with the territory and kind of goes with, you know, the risks that we take when we're doing these outdoor shows. We've been doing this, or I've been doing this for 25 years, maybe longer now, and we've done lots of outdoor shows, some 100 degrees, and the gear is designed, in my opinion, to be able to handle this. I can think of one time maybe we had an amplifier shut down, but we don't worry about the heat. Now if it was 120 degrees out here, that might be a little bit different story, but 80, 90, 95 degrees, the gear can take it. Do we worry about anything melting? Not really that either. That's never ever happened. We're out here making money with this gear. We're going to use it, and we try to take care of it, but having it be out in the sun is all part of the deal. Okay, it's 6 o'clock and we are pretty much up. We need to test the system. People are all in here for chicken, and we're going to get some of that a little bit later. But this is what it's looking like, and we're actually going to use our undercover protectors, and this is not for the weather, it's for in case any beer or any drinks get spilled, the cabinets are protected underneath, or anybody unfortunately puts anything on top. I hope they don't, but that's another reason why we got them, and we're gonna just took them out of the plastic a little bit earlier, and we'll try them out. It's looking good. So I think we're going to be firing up the system. We got a gentleman over there. He's excellent, playing excellent country music, excellent tracks, and he's great. He was here last year, and he's nice to listen to while we're setting up. But when he hasn't taken a break yet, actually, so we'll just wait for that and then test the system.
Stacy's Big Light Show. This is how it all works.
It's your workstation. It's your work area.
This iPad is the one that ends up controlling the main lights, the 4 bars, and the blizzards. This one operates the stiletto glows and the Freedom 6.
The movers,
and then,
yep.
The movers. And then this one here, it does our very cool
Square docks,
aka the Rubik's Cubes.
Yeah. And then, so we got them all up and running. The only thing we have left to do is set up the Freedom 6.
Yep.
A little tip here. We learned this the hard way once when our trees blew over, but we just take some zip ties and we attach them to the trailer.
So close.
I think we've learned that a couple times the hard way, haven't we? But it goes to show you that the Chauvet lights here are reasonably durable, because one of them fell and it made it, and it was about this high as well, and a gust of wind came up and it blew over. We do this ever since, even though it's not really windy out here today, but you never know. That's
protection. Something, because I think that's actually
what we've thought before.
Caught us by surprise,
caught us by, We're about 5 minutes from sound check. This is the way it looks. There's a great crowd. This seems like the most people this time of night that we've had in a long time. But there's Eric. But it's looking good, So I'm just gonna go through and tap through on all the lines, make sure we got signal on everything, and then we'll be firing up the system here in a few minutes. 1 minute to showtime. Do you get nervous?
I'm not the one having to play.
Oh, I don't.
Already sound checked. Everything works.
So you never get nervous before the show?
Nah.
Yeah, I kind of do. I get anticipation. How's that? But,
it's a good thing to have.
Yep. All right. Yeah, we better get going here. Fans on stage. We're gonna be starting here in about 30 seconds. Well, maybe the car's got to move first, but.
Like to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I like to bag it up. I like the way you work it. No diggity. I like to bag it up. I like the way you work it. This woman is my destiny, she said. Come and dance with me. Come on, Courtney.
What are you up to, Stacy?
Just looking at comments.
Looking or responding?
Both.
How did the lights go tonight? Are you are you in practice or are you feeling out of shape? You got a lot going on here.
Yeah, I think once I get going on it, it just kind of comes back. The only, I would say, bummer with this particular controller is that it ties me to the stage, whereas the other two, using the Luminaire control.
You never leave this. You never get your ass out of this seat.
I do too.
I think we're hearing excuses right now. Oh, they're looking.
Just smoke more, we came to chew. Smoke dope, we came to chew. Yeah, music goes on and on and on. It goes on and on and on. Yeah, like the words of baby has some time. Sing, oh baby. Oh, celebrate and live my life. Sing it, oh baby. 'Cause we gon' rock this club. We're gonna go all night. We're gonna light it up like it's dynamite. Told you once, told you twice. We're gonna light it up like it's dynamite. Don't wanna take it all night. I'm gonna be the last one standing. Let me sing it. You sing it. I just want it all. I just want it all. That's what they are.
I don't know what it is with my name, but my name Bart with a tune seems to go together. I hear, what's it Kevin do? Bart, 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 oh, Bart, 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 Bart.
Burn it. I had it.
I missed it.
Bart guy here now.
Well, no subs were harmed tonight, thank God.
Oh, okay. Well,
We're moving along here pretty
looks
quick.
like you're clocking. So.
Yeah.
Have a good one, you guys.
Thanks, you
See
too.
you next time. Thank you.
I can take down.
Well, everybody, it is 1:51, so we finished packing up in 1 hour and 51 minutes. I think that is pretty darn good if I say so myself. And the last of the folks just left here, so they closed up. And we got about a 2-hour ride home, but let's do our idiot check, make sure we did not leave anything. We got our good trusty LED flashlight. I think we are good. Hey, and just another tip. I wish we would have been able to get this to them, but we always bring a garbage can. Haven't got that a couple times, but look at how full that got. So we just we got a couple items up here. We try to clean up the stage as best we can. You know, I wish it'd be nice if the bands kind of participated in that a little bit better and cleaning up their stuff, but Stacy and I do try to go through and clean up. It just really depends on, sometimes you're just so damn tired, you just want to go home. I think we're looking good here. But yeah, under 2 hours to pack up this show. We got it all in the van. It's a little tricky at the end there. I don't think we could fit much more of anything in here, could we, Stacy? No. But I think we're good. Perimeter check. Sure looks different when it's empty.
It is 2:47 in the morning, and we have been on the road for a little over 50 minutes, I would say, at this point. Wrapping up the night, and we have about hour 48 minutes left.
Yeah, it's been a long day. I think we got up, slept in a little bit this morning. I think we're up at 7. So yeah, kind of make for a day. But tonight was a good night for us. I think the lights got dialed in. We've had some comments about our front lighting, and you know, we'll admit they're probably not the greatest especially for outdoor, or specifically outdoor. But again, one of the things is just making sure that they're pointed well, and we had to make a few adjustments. And I think we got them locked in. The lights look good. I could tell you, Stacy, you got kind of back into a rhythm again. You know, we typically don't break out some of the movers and some of these other lights very often. Only really for this band specifically, and
for the outdoor shows, yeah.
Yeah, and some of the other outdoor shows. But yeah, the crowd was about the same as it's been the last couple of years. We got a lot of good compliments. They seemed to enjoy it. It wasn't a huge dance crowd or anything, but people stuck around, and yeah, I think, you know, overall it was a good night for us.
Yeah, and I liked being able to set up the whole system. That's always kind of nice. Just kind of wetting my, what's the phrase? Wetting my heels, wetting my toes, dipping my toes. It's late. I think
I don't know where you were going with that.
I don't know either.
Dipping your toes. I don't know. We've had enough of your slogans lately the last couple. I don't know. You said something earlier to me today. I'm like, do you realize what you just said?
No,
you didn't realize what you said, but I don't think it made it onto any recording. So, all right, guys. Yeah, it's been a long day for us. It was a good gig, and we'll have plenty of these coming up more, some different locations. That's always fun to do new places and show you guys new places. So we'll see you the next time. Have a good night. Sound Couple signing off.